Hello, BookTube. An event is coming up in the book world that I thought you should know about. I assumed that you probably did know about it, just like I did, but then a viewer of this channel, Miriam, suggested that maybe it wouldn't hurt to do a Steve PSA to amplify that news for people who might not have come across it, but who might watch this channel. The more I thought about that, the more I thought it was a good idea. A little bit self-aggrandizing, but I can live with that. This, of course, involves Book Depository, the online book vending site that you might love. I certainly have loved it in the past. Lots and lots of selection, plenty of really good savings, and free international shipping, which was, I imagine, a strong selling point for a lot of people who patronized the site, because shipping is where they get you straight in the eye with a pitchfork. And this Book Depository had none of that. It's true that sometimes, especially in the early years of Book Depository, you traded the lack of shipping costs for slow and sometimes erratic shipping schedules. So you would put in a book order. I've done this in the past. I put in a book order at Book Depository, and the website didn't blink an eye before telling me that my books would be shipped in 4 to 6 weeks. Which is something that, a time frame that was very familiar to me, and in fact was very nostalgic to decades and decades ago in the mid-20th century, when if you saved up enough box tops or enough coupons and you sent in for a plastic toy of some kind, you were told expect 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. It seems completely alien, almost punitive in the 21st century, but that added to the charm of Book Depository. You would find all sorts of things. As you know, if you watch this channel, I have a sweet tooth for UK editions of books, especially UK trade paperback. And also, I keep an eye out for UK interest books that I don't think are ever going to get published in the United States. Suddenly, with Book Depository, I had a fun, easy, and cheaper way to get those, because the international shipping is ordinarily a significant amount of money here. It wasn't at all. And I kind of assumed, like everyone else, that Book Depository was probably here to stay because it was bought for a gigantic amount of money by Amazon. But that is not true. Amazon's purchase did not save them. Or Amazon is killing them because Amazon has a more mercenary idea in mind. I think that might be likely. I can't help but think that there's a coincidence between the imminent demise of Book Depository and the fact that when you go online now, you absolutely cannot avoid thriftbooks.com commercials. I find it hard to believe those two things are unconnected. But conspiracy theories aside, Amazon's purchase of the website did not save them. So Thrift Books is closing up at the end of the month. And hence this PSA, just to let you know, in case you weren't aware of that, that you still have a little bit of time left in April to order things at Book Depository. If you've used the site like I have, then probably you let periods of time go by where you have books sitting in your cart, figuring, I'll wait, or now's not the right time, or I want to add something to that. You should, if that's true, or if you use Book Depository but you haven't shopped there lately, you should probably go, log into your account and get things all squared away, get everything that you want before it's gone. It closes at the end of April, but I think for the rest of the month they are honoring orders. So that's your PSA for today, is that Book Depository, for reasons I have not been able to uncover, but I am going to, is closing. And from you, if you wouldn't mind, especially if you already knew this, I would love to hear your alternatives. Maybe there are alternatives out there that I don't know about, or maybe it's just that the idea of an online book forum, a book market that had free international shipping is just untenable for anybody. But where do you go to get your books online? Do you do thriftbooks.com? Do you do Alibris or Abe? Or I'd love to know. I'd love to know where you go when you do that. I imagine that quite a few of you have had to resort to online book retailers, and maybe you don't want to deal with Amazon or the Amazon brand. So you must have explored these things. I'd love to know what options there are. I mean, I don't do much. I don't do much online book buying for the obvious reason that I have the Brattle Bookshop here in Boston, and I also get books in the mail. So I I don't usually see the need. Many times in the last few years, I have gone to Book Depository, looked at my own shopping basket, and just emptied it. Thought, what on earth are you doing? What on earth are you doing? You can find all of these things or request them from the publisher. You don't need to buy these things, even if it is fun. But a lot of you won't have those options. So you will have used Book Depository. I'd love to know. And that even includes you Weisenheimers who are going to pipe up and say it's a thing called the library. Feel free to do that. Although I think we can all agree, even diehard library fans, that the death of a bookstore is never a happy occasion. And whether Book Depository was owned by Amazon or not, it was a favorite place for lots and lots of people to go for their shopping. So where are you going now? I'd love to hear about it. But anyway, that's your PSA. Book Depository is closing. Do your business with them, and then get rid of that bookmark, because it's not going to take you anywhere anymore, except maybe to Amazon. Anyway, I'll wrap this up for now, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.